What is cracking, everybody out there? Y'all know what time it is. Lotus Next Anime Chat. Myself and Jokes are here, along with the rest of the admins. We have Marcus in the building. Say what's up to the people, Marcus.
Sup?
We have the Five Warden herself, Gabby, in the building. How are you today?
It's still a name. I'm doing good,
That's
everyone.
the name.
we got the homie Rocky in the building. What's going on, Rock?
What's up? What's up?
So we are here to discuss the Crunchyroll Anime Award nominations. We're going to go through each category. We're all going to pick which ones we're thinking to take the award home, have a little fun, and just rock with it. So let's get this out the way first before we start going through the nominees. How does everybody feel about the awards and the nominations that we have for this year? Let's just get that out the way. Because I know everybody isn't too happy about everything, but let's just get it off our
Some,
chest now and have some fun.
some of the nominations are mid.
Okay.
Just gonna keep it.
I
Keep it
don't mind
simple.
them. I don't mind the nominations because I'm just used to it. They usually do it like this, so I every year I just always feel that something should be there that's not, but I'm used to them screwing it up.
Agreed. I'm the same place too. Like I don't think there's a problem with what they have in there, but there's always there's ones that fans specifically always have been asking for, whether it's director, show, like different categories for it. But it just seems they just overlook them all the time. But still solid nominees regardless. But there's always at least that one or two that just don't make the cut.
I'm indifferent because I've been watching stuff y'all have been recommending because I've been binge watching, catching up on everything. Then I'm watching everything on this list. So I get it all under one umbrella. I'm indifferent to what that we have for nominees. But let's not waste any time. We got a lot to go through. So let's go ahead and get started. And Jokes, if you can keep an eye on the comments, that will be helpful.
Yeah.
I see it just saying Facebook user.
And it already looks like something.
Yeah.
This is for another day, but we'll figure it
Yeah.
out.
We'll figure that out. Okay.
Facebook user, yo.
Yeah. We ain't
Hey,
gonna do
sound
that,
off
but it is what
Facebook
it is.
user, whoever you are, because now we're gonna because if it's everybody like that, we're gonna have to figure this out.
Put your name, put
I'm
your
gonna be
name
on
before the comment, so to make it easier for us. All right, so let's go ahead and start off with the first category, which is the best film nominees. So let's just start there. We have Evangelion 3.0, 1.0, Thrice Upon a Time. We have Demon Slayer Mugen Train. We have Bell. We have Josie, Tiger and the Fish. Or it's the Fish and the Tiger. I can't remember. We have Shiro, Bako, and we have Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop. So
like soda pop.
let's just start.
Soda pop.
Mugen Train.
Let's,
Case
Mugen
closed.
Train.
okay.
Or just says it.
Broke every record.
Yeah.
Not even gonna fight it.
Mugen Train was my choice as well. So
I was torn.
I mean, I didn't even see any of the other ones but Mugen Train, but I know none of the other ones but Mugen Train became worldwide #1 movie and the most viewed anime video of all time.
And that's where I was at too. I picked Mugen Train, but Bell for me was that it was almost a little bit difficult just because with these movies, the way things look and things play out in them, it sometimes becomes a little bit difficult. And that one kind of raised that flag. But Mugen Train, Jeff's demolished everything.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my thing with the movies. You got to be careful because the studios spend all their money to make sure that looks the best out of anything they release. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So I agree with all of you, but I'm going to be the odd man out here. I
He's a
do.
big bell.
Ah.
I'm definitely picking Bell.
I knew
Bell
he was going to.
Bell was it was incredible.
You seemed really
it was
excited about that one.
it was incredible. It was a better movie overall. But I think I honestly do believe the popularity vote is going to go to Mugen Train when it comes out. I do believe it. But I'm still casting my vote for Bell because it was that good, honestly. Uh, well done, well written. The music was absolutely amazing across the board. So we have everybody for Demon Slayer Mugen Train except for me, who is picking Bell for this one. And you know what? I'm cool with
like
that.
that.
So
Because if you're right, that you're gonna have a field day with it.
You got the bragging rights.
Ha! You all wrong.
I would love to be right, but I know the strength of Demon Slayer, so it just is what it is. So what they say, do you feel I can't see it because the Loading Stacks logo on the top.
Hold on, we're gonna put that on up right quick.
I just
Yeah.
think Demon Slayer, their studio, um, is really good, and I think that they captured. Like I said, I haven't even seen any other ones, so I can't say, but I think they captured out
Well,
of all the animes that I've seen all the points that you need for that style of anime super well.
well,
And I'm
I've
gonna have to
seen.
watch the rest of them and judge because I'm definitely not one to say because this is the most popular, because this is the most hype. If I like it, I like it. Simple as that. So
I've
if I see
seen
the other
3.
one,
I've seen Demon Slayer. I've seen Bill, and I've seen Josie, the Tiger, and the Fish. I watched that last night actually, and it's really, really good. I only one which odd enough for me, I've not seen the Evangelion one, which I will be correcting most likely
Really?
this. Well,
That's pretty good.
I'm a big fan of Evangelion, but I wanted to wait till they were all out.
Got
And I
it.
knew that was going to take
That's true.
forever for all 4 of them to come out. Now that the last one is out, I'm going to finally sit down and watch them all together. So if
Right.
I watch it and change my mind, cool. I doubt it though, and I'm just going to stick with Bell. So
right?
we all have our votes for that one. So
Yeah.
jokes.
Also, because
Yo.
yeah,
Let's move on to the next category, which is best
Gotcha.
fantasy.
So for best fantasy nominees, we have Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation, First Core, Ranking of Kings, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime Season 2, The Case Study of Vanitas, To Your Eternity, and Wonder Egg Priority.
Okay. I'll go first on this one. I went with Jobless Reincarnation. That was my pick. I've only seen 3 of them in this
Mhm.
one. I've seen Jobless, I've seen Ranking of Kings, and I've seen Slime. And it was tough, but I landed on Jobless. Just the world, the fantasy level in it, like I enjoyed it throughout. So
Dig it?
that gets my vote.
Mhm.
Oh, I just thought I landed on Slime.
Right.
That time I got reincarnated as Slime. Sin, you're really the person that amped this up to really for me to get into it and do it. So it was an enjoyment. Like,
Slime
I
is
haven't
so
finished
good.
the whole entire thing, but I will
It
tell
was
you,
fire.
I enjoyed it. So I know that was probably a hard decision, but definitely Slime.
It was.
Slime is my choice.
It was. What about you, Gabby?
I really liked both Eternity and Slime, so that was a difficult choice for me. I've been going back between those two. That's a category that's been hard for me, but I think I have to give it to Slime as well. It's just got that bit more fantasy edge than the other ones that I've seen on there. So it was hard to get away from it when I saw the picks.
So we got 2 for Slime. What about you, Marcus?
I'm gonna go with To Your Eternity. Like it's
Okay.
like To Your Eternity, in my opinion. Like don't get me wrong. I've seen all of them on that list except for Wonder Egg, and like it's a really hard. It was really hard for me to choose like which one. But it's just like To Your Eternity. Like it made me like feel like emotion like at every
Okay.
single point when watching it, and I was just like to make me actually feel something like out of like all of this genre. I was just like I have to give it to that.
I respect
Honorable nomination, Mushoku Tensei. Honorable nomination for me
it. Fair
would
enough.
be would be my next choice.
Fair enough. What about you, Rocky?
So I think Mushoku Tensei is Core 1, which is season. What are they on? They're on season 1, right? Or are they on season 2?
Season
This was season 2, if I'm not mistaken.
1.
I think
Yeah.
it's.
I think it's on
is it
season 1.
2?
No,
Because
season 1.
Yeah, season
okay,
1.
because this is because
Mhm.
what they released was the second season. They were saying Core 1 versus Core 2. For Core 1, that stuff was really good, and this was definitely by far the hardest topic. But I think I gave my vote to Your Eternity as well, and then I think today I voted for Rankings of the Kings. I'm pretty sure Rankings or Mashuko is going to win, but I'm trying to vote for what I feel is number one, the actual category of the year, and like which one is the best. And I think my favorite was Rankings, even though I love them all almost equally. But To Your Eternity, in my opinion, was just like one of the best anime I've seen in a long time. Like
Dig
Okay.
that anime is so good.
It was very good.
Cool.
Even though I didn't even really like it that much. It was just so good. Like it's just so undeniably good that I had to vote for it.
That's definitely on my list to watch. So we have Marcus and Noah both for To Your Eternity. We have Gabby and Jokes for Slime. And we have me for Jobless Reincarnation. Once again, on the ledge by myself. Fair enough. It's all good. All right, so moving on to the next category, which is Best Romance. Hey, Marcus, I'm going to let you handle this one.
All right, for best romance, we have Beastars, Fruits Basket, the final season. Don't Toy with Me, Miss Nagatoro. Horiyama and Komi Can't Communicate, and The Duke of Death and His Maid.
Okay, so Marcus, what do you stand on these? What's your vote?
Uh, this category also was a little bit an issue for me, but I'm gonna choose Horiyama. It was
Okay,
I liked it
have you
for the pacing.
have you seen all of them in this category?
Yes, I've seen all of them in
Okay,
this category. That's
okay,
why it was hard for me because I actually watched all of them.
okay,
Sad faces.
okay. Horiyama. Okay, what about you, Rocky? What do you stand on this one? What's your pick?
My pick was Fruits Baskets for sure because that's just one of the best anime I've ever seen. And I actually did see all the ones from this except for Beastars, but that's just out of in my opinion that was just like the best. It's also got 3 seasons, so it's the most put together. It has the most content, but also I just think it's I mean good. Like don't I really enjoyed Miss Nagatoro, but come on now. You know what I'm saying? In my
I got you.
opinion, not to
I
diss
got you.
anybody who like, what I mean, who voted for that, but like comparatively to like Fruits Baskets, that's a masterpiece, in my opinion.
What about you, Gabby? What's your vote?
I've seen all of them in the category except for the Duke of Death and His
What up,
Maid.
Doctor
That
Who?
one I didn't see,
Okay,
but I think I'm gonna have to go with Horimiya because I originally read that as a manga like a few years ago, and I fell in love with it. So when I saw the anime was coming out, I about died of happiness. So definitely, if that's there for me to vote for it, I'm gonna vote for it.
You said Horiyama?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's really good.
It's so
all right,
cute.
Junks, what
It
you got?
is.
I picked Fruits Basket. Um, just surely off of how long things came around, and when we found out we were getting that final season finally to be animated for it. I did watch the originally when it came out and you were able to look at it.
Mhm.
I haven't finished all of them, but that one is the one that's resonated the most with me so far as I've watched through it. Just track record, I think, is where that one's coming from. Honestly, right now,
Okay, have you seen everything in this category,
I've
or
seen
just
most of Fruits Baskets. I've toyed with Miss Nagatoro.
okay?
Those are
Come on
um,
now.
Oh, goodness.
those are the main two that I've really and B stars. That was the one that when you said kind of was like you had to kind of like back up like
Yeah,
what in the world am I watching? When you say that immediately says that I need to at least go and watch the first few episodes to see what the hell's going on.
yeah,
There's a lot
yeah.
going on.
Pretty much, yeah. My pick was Fruits Baskets. Just when I looked at, I haven't seen the Duke and I haven't seen Horimiya yet. I've seen the rest of them, but just in comparison to the ones I've seen, it was the only one that I felt like the romance was like on full display for like the entirety of like the show. You know what I'm saying? Not in little pockets here and there. So it just went off of just default for me as far as in the romance category. Like it was all there all the time from all 3 seasons. So, hey, what up, Perk?
Yeah,
Salute,
what up,
bro.
Kurt?
All right, so let's run down what we got for the best romance. We have Marcus and Gabby both for Horimiya, and the rest of us for Fruits Baskets. So that'll be interesting when that one comes back. See which team wins on that one. So let's move on to the next category, which is best drama. Gabby, why don't you take this one away for us?
Okay, so for best drama, we have 8686, Fruits
Oh, that's the
Basket,
wrong
the
one.
final season.
I'm trying to find this. This is what. Yeah, that's best drama. I'm making sure I have the right one on screen. I'm sorry. Yeah.
You're good.
Because I saw Fruits Baskets, I was like, "What? Did I pick the same thing?"
Oh
You got
no,
it
it's
twice,
definitely
babies.
category.
Goated.
I'm not actually sure how to pronounce this one. It's Kageki Shojijo. I actually
Okay.
haven't heard of it, so if someone else knows how to pronounce it. We got Odd Taxi, To Your Eternity, and Wonder Egg Priority.
Okay. So let's see here. I'll jump out and go first on this one. This is best drama. I got 86.
Walruses are lit. What's up,
Uh,
Vinny?
I've
I don't know
seen
if that's the thing or not.
I've seen 86. I've seen Fruit Baskets. I've seen Odd Taxi. I haven't seen the rest of them on this list, which I do plan to correct. But for right now, drama in 86 is just top notch. Like it is so good
86 is fire.
and keeps you on the edge of your seat. Like it's just tough on the drama for me. It's superb. So I got 86 on this one.
2
What
Year
about
Eternity
you?
for me.
You said 2 Year Eternity?
Yeah, 2 Year Eternity. Like between 2 Year Eternity and 86 is like where my struggle was. Yet again, like two really good drama pieces, and it's just like to me, 86 like kind of has that same like format, like kind of what's going to happen. 2 Year Eternity, like you literally don't know like what could happen at any point in time, which
That's
like
true.
makes those drama moments mean a lot more. With 86, you kind of feel like, all right, this is kind of like Game of Thrones. Like not everyone is going to live, more or less. So
True.
Yeah.
You got somebody backing you up in there saying 2 Year Eternity. They agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
Perp, you ain't watching none of those? Come on, man. Step your game
Rookie
up.
numbers,
Supposed to be an
Perp.
anime person. All right. Rocky, which one you got?
Perp, you could be drawing characters from here. I was super torn here. This was another hard one. I've only
Okay.
seen 8 episodes of 86. I want to let it stack, but it's amazing. Fruits Baskets got my first vote, but I've been voting every day. So I've been voting Fruits Baskets and 2 Year Eternity and Fruits Baskets. Fruits Baskets got it for me because it simply it also, if people don't know, jumped up to the number 5 highest rated anime on my anime list this year. So it was a great year for it, and it also gives me a little bit more drama vibes than 2 Year Eternity. 2 Year Eternity gives me more thriller vibes. So it's my probably number 1 pick for drama.
Interesting. Okay, but
Mhm.
not surprised Fruit Baskets is on a lot of people's top list.
Mhm.
Jokes, what you got?
Kind of similar to me. I was torn between Fruits Basket and 86. I just jumped into 86 and been plowing through that. So drama is definitely on par there. And then of course there's a little mech thing going on within 86.
And
So
you're a Met guy.
I hold
Yes.
my mech stuff close to my heart. So 86 got it for me on
Oh yeah,
there.
you do love the gun.
Yeah, Perp,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
definitely check out 86. 86 is fire.
Yeah, 86
So-
is fire.
So
Mhm.
86 got my vote on that.
All right, Gabby, what you got to round us out?
I'm gonna have to go with Fruits Basket. It was my first ever manga, so seeing the
Oh.
drama and all of this chaos that comes in the final season, I was so excited to see it. And I'm like, I'm ready. So I gotta see the drama.
They got the
So
nostalgia
sad.
vote for you.
The manga's
It's got the
so good,
nostalgia
too.
vote.
Got the
That's it.
nostalgia vote. All right, so for best drama, we have Marcus with 2 Year Eternity, Gabby and Noah both for Fruit Baskets, and me and Jokes for 86. Okay, solid choices all around. So moving on to best comedy. So for best comedy, we have Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, Heaven's Design Team, Totally Can't Communicate, Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid Season 2, Odd Taxi, and Life Lessons with Uramichi Onisan. I believe that's how you say it.
I think you got
I think I got that. So, Jokes, what do you got?
that. So this one I kind of had. Whenever I hear comedy,
Yeah, Marcus, you already know where this is going.
I had to start looking.
You might as well just say for my countdown 3, 2, 1. Let's say our picks. You might as well just go that route. You might as well.
It's my choice.
What other time? What you got, Jokes?
Miss Kobayashi. So it's just
Okay.
looking at
Fire.
That's serious. The reason, I mean, here's the thing. These I haven't watched a bunch of. So what I did was I just looked up comedy moments from all of these things, and that was, I'm sure I didn't see probably the best of everything, but at least get me laughing. That was the one that got me.
Did you use the Cliff Notes?
You did.
What was that website
Sticky
back in
note.
the day? Well, it was a Cliff Note a website that you could go
Oh,
to
I
for
can't
like
remember.
different.
Cliff
I can't
Note.
think of that.
Yeah.
That
Cliff Notes.
Yeah, it's Cliff Notes.
It was just Cliff
Jokes is
Note.
a
It wasn't.
cheater.
It was.
He's cheating.
No, it wasn't cheating. It was just at times I had
Short
to
version.
Cheater
trans
jokes.
everything, so I had
You
to
steal
do
other people's characters and use them in fighting games. You're a cheater.
Oh, I
Cheater.
didn't say it. He
You
said
would
it.
go there.
I didn't say it. He said it. He called you the cheater.
He went there.
Cheater.
All right, so Noah, what do you got for best comedy?
I had to go with the only ones I've seen from this are Kami Can't Communicate, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, and I saw a little bit of Uramachi Onisan. But I did but Miss Nagatoro made me laugh the most. So Kobayashi's was fun, but it was more cute and the fight scenes were dope. Kami Can't Communicate was more cute, but Don't Toy With Me had me geeking. So I had to go with Don't Toy With Me. Plus, I like that one a lot. So I was like, let's give it a vote. You know what I mean?
Give it a vote.
I'm trying to stick to like what I would truly feel like is the vote of the year and not just personally what I like. But I also feel like that one can make it because it's getting a lot of hype.
All right, Marcus, what do you got?
Man, you already know what I'm going to say. Don't talk with me, Miss Nagatoro.
Let's
like,
go.
we already had this discussion in a previous anime chat.
We did.
Like I'm not like I already like out of all the nominations, the only one I haven't seen is Odd Taxi, but like Life Lessons was pretty funny. Miss Kobayashi already has like a really strong following. Komi-san is like we literally had a debate about Komi-san like not too long ago. Him as a design team is like really interesting, but it didn't like make me like dial up from laughter. But Don't Toy With Me just like had me rolling on the floor because it was hilarious.
I don't know
All
why
right.
girlfriend wasn't in there. That mess was funny. I thought that mess was so funny.
There are a lot of titles with
It-
girlfriend
it
in them
was.
this year,
Yeah,
It was-
Yeah.
and
it
none of them
was
are
funny.
here.
Right.
It was. I'll give you girlfriend was funny. It struggled to keep my attention at times, but it was funny.
It was funny.
Yeah.
It just had me laughing. Like I didn't really care about. Same with Nagatoro. I don't really care. It just had me laughing.
All right, Gabby, what do you got? We already know what it is.
I picked Comey. Comey Can't Communicate. I'm
I
sorry.
knew it.
I
I
love that
knew it.
one. I was laughing. I watched it with my friends, and we were just
No,
both dying.
You need to
It was
come
so
up with a
cute
side.
too.
You need to put
Huh?
up with the side. You need to come up with a side. Just be like Kobe's side.
Oh my god, I should have. Darn it.
That would have been perfect.
That would have been
perfect.
beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, next time.
Somebody picked Odd Taxi. Walruses
Okay.
are lit.
I still haven't seen
Oh
it.
yeah, that's Benny. He loves Odd Taxi.
Yeah,
Everybody's been telling me
it's
to
a
watch
different. I think it deserves to be here, but it's a different, like a dry, humorous kind of comedy. Like it's funny, but
Right.
my pick is come on, Comey Can't Communicate. That was just easy.
You said you like that one a lot, right?
I really did. I thought it was adorable, and to me, it had me dying laughing the whole time. Like her uncomfortableness with just talking to people, they did it in such a hilarious way that I couldn't stop laughing throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
So for comedy, we have Marcus and Noah with Don't Toy With Me, Mrs. Nagatoro. We have myself and Gabby with Comey Can't Communicate. And we have jokes with Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
Yeah, I'm the
season
oddball this
2.
time. Let's
Yeah, I
go.
bought out this one. Yes.
Let's go.
Wait, which
Get him
one
outta
you pick? Jokes?
Miss Kobayashi.
Oh, Kobayashi. That would have been my
Mm.
next pick. I love that anime so much. I really do.
Okay. Now
Oh,
one of my favorites. Best action.
Yeah, this one.
Jokes.
Was hard.
Oh.
You say that for yourself.
This is
Jokes.
another hard one.
Take it away. What we got, Jokes?
This one was
All
hard.
right. So best action. Attack on Titan Final Season Part 1. Demon Slayer, the Mugen Train arc. Jujutsu Kaisen Core 2. We got, I believe, SSS Daizon. I can never say that right. Dynazean. Thank you. Vivi, and Wonder Egg Priority.
Okay. Noah. What's your pick?
I
This
can't.
was a
I
tough
think,
one.
I think I picked. Honestly, can't remember. I think I picked Jujutsu. Because it was Core 2 and that was the end with the big fight. I haven't seen Vivi. That's the only one out of these I haven't seen, but I think I picked Jujutsu. I
Okay.
can't remember. I was torn between that and Demon Slayer. Attack on Titan season 1 was really good, but it only had like 4 episodes of action. If they had to put season part
The
2,
first half of right.
yeah,
First
They
half
put
of
the
part
whole
2,
jump?
it would have already got 2 of my votes.
Part 2 is already out. Then we got all that now. There's a whole.
If they put part 2 just for them 2 episodes, it would already have my vote.
All right, so we got one for Jujutsu Kaisen. Gabby, what you got?
This is a hard one. This is a really hard one because you put 3 top contenders in there, and then I haven't seen Wonder Egg, but the other 2 were also amazing. So 5 having to choose from. I ended up going with the Mugen Train arc, honestly, for Demon Slayer. It really came down to just how they translated it so well from manga to anime. They did it really well. No, nothing was really left out, and compared to other ones for me. I just really enjoyed it. Kept my focus the entire time.
Okay. Perp said he got Attack on Titan. Okay, keep your list, Perp, because when we come back a couple weeks to do the winners, I want to see if you got anything
You
right.
know what?
All right?
Send your list to us, Perp. That way we got it in set in stone here.
Put it in the vote.
Okay, Marcus, what you got?
Skip.
No, ain't no
Right.
skip, bro. Ain't no skip.
Seriously.
What is this?
Now, come on
No,
now.
you ain't skipping.
You can't skip.
You sitting
No.
there trying to cheat like jokes?
No, I'm not gonna cheat. I actually picked Vivi. Vivi has a lot of good fight scenes. Like they picked like not one of the worst ones, but there's like a better fight scene in that anime. But I'm gonna go with Vivi. I'm gonna be the odd person out because I already know that Demon Slayer, Jujutsu, and Attack on Titan already probably has like a million more votes. But in my personal opinion, Vivi should win.
Jokes, what you got?
I'm actually with Marcus. This is the crazy. I actually am 100% on board with Marcus. Now, for me, this category to me was one of the most difficult ones. I love Attack on Titan, but it just wasn't all there in the beginning. Demon Slayer, fire. There's no way around that. Jujutsu Kaisen, fire. Dyna Xeon, for me, because of being that, it hit on other cylinders for me.
It's the mech thing again.
It's the mech thing again, but I like the whole Dynaman thing, like that whole. So I had to pull myself away from that because otherwise I was going to end up voting for that because like superhero samurai for us here in America, like I love that stuff, but Vivi is the one. Like there's the one fight scene that you see in like it is just so clean. It reminded me of Naruto when they have those close fight scenes where they just dish the hands the whole entire time, but just execute it much better.
Not mad at it. Hey, look, this was a tough one. I'm not gonna lie, but hey, look, Vivi had to win this one. I'm sorry. Vivi is fire. I'm sorry. The action sequence.
I haven't seen it yet, bro. I need to see it. I haven't seen it yet.
It's really good.
We agree here.
Oh, really?
Hey, look, look, the action in it is dope, and it's a lot of hand to hand. There's some gunplay. There's some chase sequences. It's a lot of different type of action mixed into it, but it is done so well on such a high level. Such a high level. It is. Yeah, Vivi takes this one.
I saw a 10-second clip of that and immediately had to go just start watching it.
So, and it's like it's consistent. Like Vivi is like consistent from like the beginning to the end. It's consistent all the way through. Like pacing, action, it's all consistent. It's not like all right, we're just gonna talk for like 25 minutes of the episode and like the last 5 minutes is action. It's
and it's compelling.
Yeah,
it's very compelling with everything.
Makes you want to watch more. And the soundtrack. Oh my god, amazing.
Oh yeah. So for best action, we have myself, Jokes, and Marcus all for Vivi, and we have Gabby for Demon Slayer, the Mugen Train arc, and we have Noe for Jujutsu Kaisen. Okay, so let's move on to best ending sequence. All right, Marcus, since you love outros so much, I will let you take this one.
Outros. Outros. For best outros, we have Attack on Titan, Shogeki, Beastars. I'm not even going to say that last one. Demon Slayer, Shadow House, Skate Infinity, and we have.
I'm a spider, so what?
Yeah, I'm a spider, so what? Lol.
I love that name.
All right, Marcus. So what's your pick?
Oh, you already know. It's so I'm a spider, so what? Like that ending. Oh,
the outro is pretty good. I heard it on Reddit.
Makes you want to watch the show.
Mm-hmm.
The outro literally makes you want to watch the show. It's like it's cute, it's funny, but at the same time, it has like this like rock metal, like screamo type thing, but it's like in a Japanese. Like it's so good. It's so good. It makes you want to watch.
Season 2, final season 2.
Or to Attack on Titan again.
Exactly. It's like I don't care what like Attack on Titan, like the final season 1, like opening is okay, but like, season 2 opening fire. So you take that fire from season 2 and you put it in the outro of so what? I'm a spider, and it's just like watch instantly. It gets you through, and it's what makes you want to go back and be like, I need to go watch the episode again. That's how good it is. Fire.
I've never seen that one, but I've heard this outro.
And I've seen, I think, the first half of it, and it was very entertaining. I will agree with that. Gabby, what do you have for best ending?
This one was pretty easy for me. As soon as I saw it, it is Shadow House. That, first of all, that anime, me and Marissa found it, and we watched it for our roomy anime nights. Absolute fire. I love it. The opening is one of those ones where there's not a lot of words. It's a lot of musical. And then you have the ending where it just all of a sudden goes hard. There's lyrics and there's fantastic animation. So I just fell in love with it immediately and listened to it for a week straight. So I could, as soon as I saw something Shadow House really did, I was like, I'm voting for that no matter what.
Well, that says something about Shadow House. Okay. Didn't even bother looking at everything else. Said Shadow House gets my vote. Thursday.
Nope, Shadow House is it.
All right. Rocky, what do you have?
I went for Shadow House too because that outro, that I don't know if it's a chick or a band, but that Rio NA is the same people who do like 3 or 4 of the Sword Art Online intros, which are super popular in the anime
now I gotta
world.
watch it.
And I didn't even know that, but when I first watched the first episode, I was like, or I think it was second episode, I was like, why is this so good? And then when I was like, oh, she's done like 3 super goated outros or intros or whatever. Yeah, she's done Sword Art and she did something else. The Attack on Titan one was really good. That's the guy who did the Gilgamesh intro, which is also really good. If y'all ever heard that. I was gonna pick that one, but I picked Shadow House.
All right, Jokes, what you got?
Yeah, I would have loved to say Shadow's House, but I'm sorry. I gotta go Demon Slayer. It is actually almost for what Rocky just said. I'm sorry, Lisa's on the track. It's I can't.
Lisa's good.
I cannot not pick Demon Slayer.
She's a goat. She's truly a goat.
Yeah, she's one of the best.
You know what? Like I was telling them before, I really don't have a leg in this race when it comes to any sequences because most times I skip them because I'm a binge watcher. So I'll be so excited to get to the next episode. So every now and then when something catches me, I'll stick around and listen to it. But I'm going with Demon Slayer just off the strength that it was Lisa. I just off the strength. That's what I'm picking with because I do mess with her
reputation.
Yeah, that's all. So I know it's fire. So put down Demon Slayer for myself. So we have me and Jokes with Demon Slayer. We have Gabby and Noah with Shadow House. And we have Marcus with I'm a Spider. So what? All right, so let's move on down this list to best opening sequence. Gabby, why don't you run down best opening sequence for us?
Okay, so we've got the Attack on Titan season part 1. We have Beastars, Jujutsu Kaisen, Course 2, Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid, Odd Taxi, and Tokyo Revengers. All very good choices, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. So, Jokes, what do you stand? What's your pick?
I had to go Jujutsu Kaisen. I wanted to say Attack on Titan. So the song slaps. I love the song. But when you look at the actual song plus the actual opening itself, the way Jujutsu Kaisen just looks at the same time while listening to the music at the same time, it's just an overall full clean experience that you get out of it. If Attack on Titan would have put like the normal because there's not much action in the beginning part, so you couldn't really put that much in the opening sequence. If they'd have had a whole bunch of action on top of the track, that joint would be my choice hands down. But nope, Jujutsu Kaisen gets this one for me.
Perp, once again, Attack on Titan. Are you just gonna pick Attack on Titan for everything, Perp? I just want to know.
As long as it's there, it's Attack on Titan.
I love Attack on Titan.
If they put the second part 2 intro, but that first intro is alright. This intro, the new intro.
The first intro, I hated it when it first dropped. I will say that I hated that joint when it first dropped. And then I could not stop listening to that.
Wait, what did Perp say? True. I can't see what Perp says because the
I got you.
It really wants to be
bleached badly.
I mean, but Bleach
I mean, Bleach was a nomination. Hold on, pause. If Bleach was a nomination for that trailer opening, it would have my vote right now. I'm just gonna put that out there. It would have my vote 100%.
Talk about the new one.
The new one.
He's talking about the new one.
Yeah. Number one. That's all you need to know.
Perp, you gotta step your game up, man. As you see, we are
Attack on Titan, Attack on Titan.
Perp, working numbers.
That Attack on Titan intro makes my toes curl. It's so good, bro. It's so good.
Okay, Rocky.
When the Titan steps over the screen, not that one. I'm talking about this season. I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But while
This
you're
season's
on
one
it,
is very good.
what's your pick, Rocky? What's your pick for best opening?
I'll be like, when I lose it all, lose it. All right, my pick this year is I picked Jujutsu because we all know the intro was crazy. The opening sequence, the animation, they spent a lot of time on that. So I thought it was. I originally voted the first day I voted for Attack on Titan because I thought it was part 2, but now I realize it's not. So
Okay. Gabby, what do you got for best opening sequence? What you got,
I'm
Gabby?
also gonna go with Jujutsu. Their openings have always been clean. I can't stray away from how good they are and catchy. It's one of those ones that I'll listen to and it'll end up in my YouTube playlist for about a week, and then I'll get tired of it. But then I'll come back to it.
Marcus, what do you got?
I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna say Crybaby.
Crybaby.
that one was
Tokyo
good.
Revengers.
That one was
That
really
one.
good.
That one was good.
I haven't seen that one. Which one is that one?
Tokyo Revengers.
Tokyo
That show
Revengers.
did take me a
You
while
should
to
have
get
like a
into, I
little
will
30-second
say.
clip ready so you could just play them while we talk about them.
Well, I would
That
like
was
to,
cool.
but then you get copyright infringements and stuff
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
now you're right.
So
You're right.
that I did think about that though.
Nah, but I got some settings to hook you up to get past that. Don't worry.
I mean,
Oh, he's back. He back.
Hey, look,
It's all
wait,
legal
before-
too. It's all legal too.
I'm
so it's
before
good to
voice
talk.
meter. I am before voice meter.
Exactly.
we'll talk offline. We'll talk offline.
Mhm.
Landline.
I'm
What's
gonna
good,
join
Ryan?
you in being the odd man out. Marcus, I'm going with Odd Taxi. Odd Taxi intro.
There you go,
is-
Benny. You got your odd taxi
is-
vote.
It's so good. That's the one I told
What's
I
up,
was telling
Ryan?
them earlier, Noah. When I was watching it last night, and the second the intro went off, I paused it, came in here, and typed down Odd Taxi. I said, nope, that one's hands down.
I
I'm
haven't
sorry.
seen it yet, bro. I'm watching
No.
it right after I finish JoJo's. I haven't
It
seen
is
it yet.
that thing is the intro is great, and the visuals may not be as like flashy and up to date with like Jujutsu Kaisen, but it fits so well with the show once you start watching
Right.
the show. and
It's
It's
understand the show.
Mappa, so I'm gonna watch it.
It is
Mappa.
that intro is fire, absolutely fire. So let's run it down for best opening sequence. We have Gabby, Noah, and Jokes with Jujutsu Kaisen. We have Marcus with Tokyo Revengers, and we have myself with Odd Taxi. So moving right along, we're going with best voice actor performance for the English dub versions. So Noah, why don't you take this one away for us?
Sure. Bro, are
That's
you trolling
funny.
me?
No,
Okay.
no.
Listen, no. Listen,
troll.
we have Brittany Cox at Finna for Finna Pirates. We have Adam MacArthur for Yuji Itadori for Jujutsu Kaisen. We have Matt Shipman as Reki from Skate the Infinity. We have Laura Berry as Toru Honda from Fruits Baskets. We have David Wald as Inosuke Shindo from Skate the Infinity. And we have Anaris Quinoa as Rika Hawaii. It looks almost
Close
like
enough.
quinoa.
Pretty
It
sure
does look like quinoa.
And yeah.
All right, Marcus, what's your pick?
Matt Shipman
Shit,
For,
Skate.
for Skate.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Skate is clean.
It was very good.
To be honest, I'm a skateboarder, so I thought I was gonna be too picky, so I haven't watched it yet because I'm afraid I'll be too picky.
That was
I
what,
actually
when I
watched
first.
it the other night. It's kind of fire.
I was like,
Okay.
Yeah, I
skateboarding
get
anime.
that.
I was like, hold up, skateboarding anime. We doing this?
Pause. Because I could have sworn, Rocky, we talked about Skate like last year about we literally had to watch Skate. So did you not just like watch Skate last year?
No, I didn't.
Come on, Perk.
I didn't.
Rookie numbers.
I didn't want it to be like Tony Hawk. I didn't want him to be like skating down million stair handrails and stuff. And I've been like, I can't relate to this.
I can't relate.
They do that
But if
on
it's
Justice.
cool, it's cool.
It's
you know what I
true.
mean?
They do that on Justice.
All right,
really? Okay, I'll check it
Bills,
out.
what you got?
I was torn with this one because Skate was definitely going to be the one I was going to pick, but I ended up landing on Adam MacArthur as Yuji in Jujutsu Kaisen. I just think he just plays the hell out of that jump, and like with don't get me wrong, American dubbed over has come so far from
Yes, it
where
has.
it was when it first appeared. So a lot of these actors now, I mean, they are grade A, and he is one of them. And I love him as Yuji and Jujutsu Kaisen.
All right, I'm trying to keep track of all this while we're going through it.
Skate
Gabby, what do you
is my
got?
runner up though.
I had to go with Laura Bailey for Toru Honda. Another kind of nostalgia vote for that because Fruits Basket, and I do think she fits Toru's voice really well.
Tor.
Plus, I don't tend to watch a lot of dubbed, so I'm not super familiar with the newer animes in dub.
I
Fruit
balance
baskets.
between. I balance between. There's some that I can watch both. Like especially if I can catch up with it in dub and then switch to the sub and keep going with it, I will do that.
Yeah.
And I will definitely say Jujutsu Kaisen is one of those that you can watch it dubbed. It's awesome. It's just like My Hero. Like My Hero, I love dub, but I can switch that to the sub in a heartbeat and still be Chris Sabat and the person that does the Japanese All Might voice. Like these are just two iconic voices that like you just can't hate either way.
Yeah,
Andrew
I do
has
like it
rap
all
music
night.
is gonna get my vote.
All right, Noah, what you got?
I went with what's her name, Brittany Cox for Finna Pirates. I actually don't watch dub, so I haven't seen any of these, but or heard any of them. But Brittany Cox is in. She plays a character in Genshin Impact, which I've played plenty of.
That she
So I figure
does.
I've heard her voice, and Finna Pirates also got my vote because I feel like that should have been on Anime of the Year list, and it doesn't make sense to me that
It
it's
was
not.
a really good show, and I don't know why it isn't anywhere else in
To
the
me, it was one
rankings.
of the most complete one season animes out of everything that dropped this year. Like story wise, animation wise, you know what I mean, content wise, it was like the most complete one of the. I just don't get why I didn't get more love, but also
Probably
she's from,
because of
as
that one
Facebook
season.
user said, Adult Swim voice actors have a history of being really good. So that's Adult
Okay.
Swim program.
Mhm.
Hey, that's what kicked things off.
All right, I went with Adam MacArthur from Jujutsu Kaisen, Yuji Itadori. Yeah, I agree with Jokes. I do think he smashed it out of the park with it. And my runner-up though was Laura Bailey from Fruit Basket. I thought her voice was perfect, and she nailed that dubbed role for Fruit Basket.
It's because she did it in English because her Japanese voice is actually, I'm not a big fan of her Japanese voice acting.
Oh,
I got used to it, but I definitely prefer the dub.
You know what I'm saying? It's a little
Yeah.
bit squealy after 2 seasons.
It is. It is.
all right, so let's run it down. We have myself and Joe's both with Adam MacArthur from Jujutsu Kaisen. We have Noah with Brittany Cox, Fan of Pirates. We have Gabby with Laura Bailey for Fruits Baskets, and Marcus with Matt Shipman from Skate Infinity. Now let's move on to the Japanese voice actor's performance. So, Jokes, go ahead and take this one away.
All right, so for best voiceover performance Japanese, we have Ayan Sakura as Gabby Braun in Attack on Titan, Yuki Kaiji as Eren Yeager, Attack on Titan, Kiyoshi Kobayashi, Daisuke Jigen, Lupin III, Netsui Hane from Otakawa, Ayo Yuki from Kumodo, and Kanata Akawa I Oto.
Okay, so Noah, how you feeling?
Hmm.
What's your
I
pick?
went with Lupin the Third from Lupin the Third. I went with Kyoshi from Lupin the Third. I don't know if you guys seen that episode 0, but it's fire. And Gabby definitely wasn't getting none of my attention.
Oh, Gabby.
Aaron's
That Gabby,
Aaron.
F that Gabby. Not
Right.
I put
And
that.
she didn't even get that much. Like, I mean, I guess she screamed a lot, so I could see her.
I don't understand why she's there. She
Yeah, I really
shouldn't be
don't.
there.
There's so
She
many
really
other
shouldn't.
better like female
Gabby,
voices that they had.
how do you
this year.
feel sharing a name with that Gabby?
I don't like it. I don't like her. I don't like her.
Nobody likes her.
Luckily, it's spelled different, so at least you have that
Very,
benefit to it.
very true.
Yep. I was gonna give it
Thank
to Aaron, but I don't know why I didn't give it. I just like that movie a lot. That episode 0, Lupin the Third.
All right, what do you got, Marcus?
I got a So I'm a Spider. So what? Like, it's just like for me that voice actor, like she has like a wide range in the entire series so far, and so like it's just amazing pieces of voice acting. So that's my vote. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's good.
Keep it on this up. All right, Gabby, what do you got?
I'm gonna have to go with Aoyuki as well from So I'm a Spider. So what? She's amazing, and I feel like everyone's always gonna pick Aaron. To be completely honest, and while he is a great voice
Oh,
actor, great character, and all,
No,
I
Perk's gonna pick him.
there's that's
Oh,
true.
it's already there. Hold up.
Look,
Hold
It's
see,
up.
already there. You're late.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
It's already there. It's already
I
there.
keep moving forward.
I just really thought she stood out more among the crowd when we're not including Aaron because he's so popular already.
Jokes, what you got?
I'm right. Same page with Rocky. Kabayashi, um, legendary voice actor that has been around for a very long time. It's a voice that I personally can't. And you know what? This is another one I can't forget because he's voiced characters in the Gundam series. Like his voice, it's just he has that presence that just demands that you listen to what he has to say. Like he could play a character that is like a third rate character that probably nobody would care about in the show, but his voice you listen to, like it just demands you to listen to what he has to say. And I'm in the same place as well too.
Oh Lord, what Perk put up there, jokes?
Oh, let's put it up.
Let's see. It's just the fact that people didn't realize that when was season 4 started, the voice actor did a great job of misleading people.
People
mean,
didn't
look.
realize that was Aaron.
I realized that was Aaron.
I
Clearly,
knew that. I thought that was obvious that it was Aaron.
Whether
You
it's
see,
subbed
the
or
people
dubbed, I
that
knew it
didn't
was
know it was
Aaron.
Aaron,
One of those
the
things
people that
you
didn't
knew.
know it was Aaron, are the people who weren't paying attention because they weren't moving forward. There we go. Bam. All
Dude,
ties
what
in.
you
Circle of
see him on
life.
screen, I was like, man, you got a little bit older. And then when they started talking to him and you say his name, you say somebody else's name, I'm like,
It's the
dude,
eyes, man. You
Hey,
can
no,
literally tell it's
That
Aaron
was
because
not
of the
only
Aaron.
that,
eyes.
once you hear his voice, how do you not know that's not Aaron? It's the same person
Yeah.
who's
hey,
been doing it for 3 seasons.
I love how
But
Reiner sold it. And so everybody else at that point, Aaron.
oh yeah,
I was
yeah.
just excited. I'm like, hey, no one knows it's him. Are they all just stupid?
They're just all stupid. No, I guess outside of
This
Reiner,
man
no
was
one,
so
no one knows.
Yeah,
undercover
that's
that he
true.
literally was just like, yeah, I'm gonna make sure like no. He basically did like Inception. Was like, no one knows who I am. I'm just gonna have like a missing leg, walk with a lip, you know.
Oh, missing
Let me just
leg
cut
was what
off
did
my
it for me.
leg.
The missing leg was what did it for me right off the break. I'm like, you're
The moment,
shaky.
the moment, like he had more screen time, I was just like, I keep seeing this guy. This is clearly Aaron. Clearly Aaron.
Yeah.
Clearly.
But
Got a little,
Marcus,
little fuzz going
what's your
on.
what's your vote? What's your pick?
For me, I already said it was So I'm a Spider. So what?
Oh yes, you did.
You're,
Yes, I put it in the wrong
you're,
spot.
you're the
You're
one
right,
that's
you're right.
left.
It's me. Oh, and I'm
Shit.
yeah, trying to type them all down, get a little bit confused. But I'm going with the same thing. I'm a spider. So what with L?
Yeah.
She, hey, I just she crushed me and made me fall in love with a little spider, which I never thought would happen.
I told you
So-
what happened. I told you.
Yeah,
I
I
told you
actually
what
I
happened.
actually want like something of that spider just to have on the desk. Like I need something. But she made me a fan of that spider and that, when a voice actor can pull you into that character and make you feel something, show something. So
Mhm.
that's my pick. So we have 3. We have myself, we have Marcus and Gabby for Aoyuki for So What I'm a Spider, and we have Noah and New Joker for Kiyoshi Kobayashi for Lupin the Third. So moving right along, we are going with best score next. I will go ahead and take this one as soon as I find where it is. Bingo, best score. So we have Satoru Kosaki for Vivi Fluoride Eye Song. We have Pumpi Vava and OMSD for Our Taxi. We have Dede Mouse and Mito for One Day Priority. We have Yuki Kajiura and Go Shina for Demon Slayer, the Mugen Train arc specifically. And we have Hiroyuki Sawano and Koto Yamamoto for 86. So I'll go ahead and take point on this one with my pick. Best score was I'm still struggling with this one, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it down for Vivi. That's the one for me. The score is just amazing the whole way through. You know, it's built around music, and they didn't fall short when it comes to that front. I think they deserve it. My runner up right now though is Odd Taxi. I'm not gonna lie. Odd Taxi is winning on the music front for a backup, but Vivi was just spectacular all the way around when it came to their score. Like they didn't falter at all. Gabby, what you got for this one?
Uh, well, no, you're saying Odd Taxi's so good. I haven't seen it, so now I'm curious. I gotta go listen up on it afterwards. Also, I hadn't heard of Mabuna, Banana. I can't pronounce that, so I've got to look at them afterwards since they're up here. But I'd probably have to give it to Demon Slayer again. It's
Okay.
just complete package, and I really was entranced by the music with it.
We got a Demon Slayer. What about you, Jokes?
I was torn. Vivi and Demon Slayer were definitely the two that were I was going back and forth with. I ended up landing on Vivi as well too. Just the score that would play alongside with these fight scenes was just absolutely so clean. Um, and it's hard when you try to do the score and then having it behind, especially like fight scenes. You want to try to somewhat make it make sense to what's actually going on screen. Marcus, I know this is probably where you would chime in and say beats and beat down. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for that to actually.
Hashtag beats and beatdowns. Hashtag beats and beatdowns.
But I
Hashtag
felt
beats and beatdowns. Bring it back.
But I felt
2022.
as though Vivi and with the fight scenes and the score, just everything just melded very well. Demon Slayer, same thing, but I got to give it to Vivi on this one.
All right, Marcus, what you got?
I was torn because Megalobox, VV, and 86 have like amazing scores in my opinion. Same with Demon
Mhm.
Slayer, and it was just like really tough for me because VV like progressively like the score is always consistent and on point. 86 like it really drives home like the individual scenes and like to bring out that emotion. Demon Slayer is
Mhm.
also consistent. Megalobox just like really gets you amped and like makes you go down the feels. So like if I like it was very hard, but I chose VV. If I couldn't choose VV, I would have chose 86.
Not mad at that at all. Not mad at all because
Mhm.
I would say all these have good scores from what I've seen.
Yeah,
What's killing me though is the fact that Wonder Egg Priority keeps getting nominated and I haven't seen it. So I need to
Yeah.
fix that. I have to fix
yeah,
that this weekend to
it's
see
a
why
good
it's
But,
Yeah,
getting
pick.
it's
but there's a
nominated.
good.
lot of stuff being nominated that like and like a lot of things aren't being nominated, which will be in the same like year as what's being nominated. Like it kind of
I
it's
know, but
kind of
when you see it on this list so much, like, okay, why does this keep showing up? I need to go and see why for myself.
favoritism.
Noah, what you
Uh,
got?
Yeah, them stinky judges. I picked Mugen Train just because they had the best fight scene score, like during that whole movie. Like the whole movie, their score was really good, but like during the fight scene, that score is crucial to the epicness of the fight scene, and they
mhm.
hit the marks. So I went with Demon Slayer. I
All
haven't
right.
seen 86, but like I said, 8 episodes. I haven't seen Taxi either, but the 8 episodes I saw in 86, I did notice that the music was really good. So I'm not
All right.
surprised that they're there.
So for best score, we have Gabby and Noah both with Yuki Kajiura, if I'm saying that wrong, and Goshina for Demon Slayer. And we have myself, Jokes, and Marcus for Satoru Kosaki with Vivi. See, Perp said Demon Slayer or Vivi. Pick one. Pick one, Perp.
Go on.
We all
Purpose,
picked those two. Pick one. Pick
Purpose
a
gonna pick
side.
Demon Slayer next. Purpose gonna pick Demon Slayer next.
All right, so next on the list is best character design. So, Marcus, why don't you take it away for us on best character design?
For best character design, we have Tadahashi, what's that? Hiramitsu, Jujutsu Kaisen, season 2. Baku Kinchiyoda and Hiromi, what's that?
Nakayama.
Nakayama for Ataxi. As Atsuko Nosakai for Ranking of Kings. Uh Mishinori Chiba for Skate the Infinity. Uh Loundraw, Flat Studio, and what's that? Yuichi Takahashi for Vivi, and what's that? Saki Takahashi
Takahashi.
for
Mhm.
Wonder Egg
Oh.
Priority.
All right.
Hmm.
Jokes, where you stand?
So this one had me torn at Vivi and Skate the Infinity. Um, I absolutely love the
Really?
way the characters look. Yes, I love the way the characters look at in Skate the Infinity. Um, but it's just I was just so torn. But I ended up going with Vivi. Like I love Skate and I love Jujutsu, but I ended up going with Vivi. Those characters and the way that they just look on screen is just so good. It's just so
I'm mad
good.
at that. Noah, what you got?
I went for Jujutsu Kaisen. They just made the most sense to me. People cosplay like 12 characters from their show already, like ridiculously. So it
Hey,
made the
Perk.
most sense to me.
I got a question. Did you only pick that because it's Wit Studios and because Wit actually did a season of Attack on Titan? Is
Oh,
that
there
why?
you go.
Is
There's
that
the tie-in. There's the
is that
tie-in.
why?
Now
I
that
didn't. I do that.
that makes more sense.
That was funny.
All right, Gabby, what do you got?
This one was hard for me because I really like visually the characters in a lot of these shows. But I think I'd have to go with Jujutsu Kaisen just for one of the sole factors where I love when there's shows that end up having a uniform, but then they show you all these characters in so many different styles of the same uniform. And it just kind of exposure's happening
It
here.
always goes down like that.
But I just like how it shows how creative that the designers can be, where they get so many different styles and everything out of a school uniform or a Slayer uniform, just whatever that can be. So that's really kind of what's interesting with for me with that.
Okay. What about you, Marcus?
Uh, I went with Skate the Infinity only because like I felt like I was giving too much attention to Vivi because I felt bad because it was like I was just like, all right, I know people are going to vote for Jujitsu. I haven't really like watched All Taxi like that or Wonder Egg Priority, but like I like watched Vivi and Skate all the way through, and I'm just like, if I give Vivi another vote, I'm gonna feel bad. So I was like, because I also like the character design in Skate, and I was just like, all right, you know what? Skate, I'm gonna give you love. Just skate.
I'm I, I, I'm not mad at it.
I stand corrected, sir. They did 3 seasons.
Perp, you got a problem.
Uh, he knows all of the details. You can't pull one over his
Nope,
eyes.
nope. All right, so for me, I went with Jujutsu Kaisen also. I agree with you, Gabby. Like the way different ways they can freak a school uniform was great, and not only that, just the character designs itself, from the evil spirits and demons they're going up against to saying the good guys, like just all together, the characters had unique looks. Uh, Overall, more so I believe than just anything else in this category that I've seen. Like it was just creative. I said the most creative one, and not just using creative just for crazy. Like they look good. Like somebody really dug into the imagination and created some dope stuff. So I had to go with Jujutsu Kaisen at the end. that just does it for me. So next up on our list is best animation. So let's see here. Best animation. Best animation. So we have Demon Slayer, the Mugen Train arc. We have Jujutsu Kaisen Core 2. We have Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation Core 1. We have Wonder Egg Priority, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S, and Vivi Florette Eye's Song. So,
This isn't fair.
no, this one is not a fair one. This is not a fair title,
Yeah.
but we all got to make a pick. So,
Yep.
Gabby, what's got your vote?
Oh, goodness. I'm still flip flopping on this one. My God.
This is a tough one.
This one was a difficult one. This was a difficult
As
one.
we've been talking, I've been switching my answers to this for like the last I don't know how
They-
long we've
Look,
been.
I'm looking at my answer. I'm not even sure about it sitting here looking at it again.
They all. It's hard because each show has unique styles of
styles.
animation. You can't really compare them.
Yeah.
But I guess
Perp,
if I
you're
were
biased.
to just. Yeah. They are
If
biased.
Attack on Titan was here, Perp, you would be biased.
I guess I'm gonna have to stick with my gut and just go with the one I would continue to go back and watch, and I'm just gonna pick Demon Slayer Mugen Train. I would just go back and watch it all the time.
Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer's racking up some votes. Marcus, what do you got?
Mushoku Tensei season 1.
Not a bad one. None of these are bad choices, honestly.
They're not.
None of these are bad choices at all.
I haven't even seen Wonder Egg
Like
properly, and I know
I'm
it's
voting
good.
Mushoku Tensei, but I really hope Vivi wins. To be honest with you, like I really hope Vivi wins and just like beats out everyone else. Like that's where my heart truly lies. But I'm voting
I'm
Mushoku
with you.
Tensei.
I'm with you there, even though Vivi is not my pick.
Like I really want Vivi to win. Like
Thankfully, you can change your vote every other day, so it doesn't matter.
But
that
we
is
can't
true.
hear.
Yeah, but we can't hear.
Okay, yeah, no, here.
But I went with Jujutsu Kaisen.
Why is Jobless on that list? Because it is that show, perp.
No,
It is
No,
that show.
Jobless has
Jobless
some
is
of the
fire
best. If you
animation,
know
yeah.
how
Jobless
animation
is
works, Jobless has some of the best animation out of all the
Like
anime.
perp, this is why we say you need to watch Jobless because Jobless, like animation, like
Yeah.
it's a really good show. Just watch it.
They have more hand-drawn animation than probably than for a fact every title except for Wonder Egg because I haven't seen it. But every
Really?
title they have more hand-drawn animation. Yeah, for sure. There's more 3D and CGI animation in Jujutsu, Demon Slayer, Kobayashi, and Vivi. 100%. If you really pause frames and look at the detail, I'll talk about that when it's my turn.
Yeah, no, Jobless is amazing. But I went with Jujutsu Kaisen. I thought the animation was consistent the whole way through, and I loved how when they used their powers, how it was just a whole different look. How they did it, like it was more like a hand drawn kind of vibe. It was something different we haven't seen before, really. So the consistency and just the twist on how powers looking at to do something different, it just edged out everything else for me. Just because this was a tough one, so I went with Demon Slayer. I mean, not Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen. So jokes, what you got?
I had to go with Demon Slayer. Like it's so difficult to pick from any of these, but the one thing that just always pops out for me with Demon Slayer is just the vibrant colors, especially when they do their special moves and everything. Those colors just pop off the screen, and I don't care what person it is. It just looks so amazing. They're consistent to me the whole way through. I love the way facial expressions can be drawn. Just from the basic dots in the eyes from like the surprise thing to just a full drawn out face. Like I just love the way that Demon Slayer looks. This was a difficult choice because like just like Gabby said, they all have very unique characteristics to each of them, and it's hard to compare them. But Demon Slayer would be my pick.
All right, and Rocky, what you got?
I picked Mashuko Tensei. This one was hard too. But yeah, like I said, Mashuko Tensei had the most detail in their animation. Like all of them looked really good, but it's if you compare the two right next to each other, you'll just notice more, like you said, flash of vibrant colors and flashes and things to, you know what I mean, really spark your eye. But Mashuko Tensei seems to poke out a little bit more detail in their animation. Which is crazy. I think their studio has only made like one anime, which is crazy how good they're versus like,
Wow.
you know what I mean, Ufotable, who made Fate, which is, you know what I mean, notorious for crazy fight scenes.
Yeah.
So it makes sense why Demon Slayer is so good, or Mappa, who made Jujutsu, or Cloverworks, or Wit Studio. So yeah, I had to give it to Mashuko because I just felt they did a really good job for a studio with not much anime.
No, I don't think there's a bad pick in this bunch. Like we all said, this is one of the hardest ones to decide out of everything here. So I think everybody deserves to be on this list. So we have Marcus and Noah, Rocky with Jobless Reincarnation, Mushoku Tensei, Gabby and Jokes with Demon Slayer Mugen Train, and myself with Jujutsu Kaisen. So let's move on to Best Director. This might be a fun one. So where's it at? Noah, why don't you take this one away for us?
Okay. Best director, we have Yuichiro Hayashi for Attack on Titan, Sung-Hoo Park for Jujutsu Kaisen, Baku Kinoshita for Odd Taxi, Shin Wakabayashi for Wonder Egg, Shingo Natsume for Sunny Boy, and Yo Moriyama for Megalobox.
All right. Marcus, Best Director. Where you at?
Yo, Moriyama Megalobox to Nomad. Hands
Okay.
down. It like as much as like I like Attack on Titan and Jujutsu Kaisen, Nomad like the directing Nomad is like really good. It's superb.
Not mad at that. How much y'all want to bet? Perk's gonna pick Attack on Titan.
Nah,
Gotta
don't
pick
put
me
your
last.
money on that, man. You gonna lose your money, man. I
I
wouldn't do
only
that.
bet when I know I can win.
Well,
All right, Gabby, what do you
well, there he goes.
There it goes, right there.
got? It's sweeping.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Sungwoo Park for Jujutsu Kaisen, of course, too. I really like the way that was done. And two of these I haven't seen. I hadn't even heard of these before. Looked at these pics.
All right, Noah, what you got? Oh, he's not there.
Noah went to
Why Maggie-
pee.
Oh, hang on.
No one to go kill some Titans.
Jokes. What do you got?
BRB.
I also picked Jujutsu Kaisen as well too.
2 for Jujutsu Kaisen. Okay,
I have returned.
not mad. You
Not
got a
bad.
pick for best director?
Noah.
Best director, I picked Attack on Titan Final Season Part 1.
Hey, there you go, Bert.
Yeah, I mean, that Attack on Titan is just truly a dramatic masterpiece, in my opinion. So I had to go with Attack on Titan. See, plus it renewed my faith in that anime. But this is the only anime in history I actually hated for the reason that for the way that they released it. One Punch Man is moving its way up, but I started to seriously resent this anime just because they took 10 years, 12 years to do what One Piece did in a week. So when they released the final season,
Always has to come
part
back to the
one,
One Piece.
because
Always
they
has
do
to
it the
come back to
best.
the One
Hey,
Piece.
You only
It's
have
the best.
representatives. Your best
Oh.
representative is the best, right? So
Mhm.
after they came back with this final season part 1, and it was, you know what I mean, every mark you could imagine, then I was like, okay, I got nothing to say. You redeemed yourself, you know? Because if you're going to make me wait, at least come back with something great.
They came back
Alright.
with a great opening.
That was a little rant, but I had to talk
Oh,
about
yes.
it. That's true. They did come back with a great opening.
They did. My pick is Baku Kinoshita from Odd Taxi. I'm sorry, he's putting his
Oh, there you go,
thing down.
Benny. Taxi.
I got like 3 episodes left on it, and I am on the edge of my seat. The storytelling, the directing, it is amazing. And I didn't think
What's
I would
up,
get
Bert?
into something this heavy about a walrus driving a taxi.
Is that
And
what the
the
show is
anime-
about? I really don't even know what the show is about.
Wow.
Yes, like it's so
Apparently
much
it's a crime
more.
drama, isn't it?
Huh?
Look, there's a lot of, I don't want to spoil, there's a lot of moving pieces, but how it's all sewn together and put together so well,
Oh goodness.
you can't take your eyes off the screen. Like it's done so
Well, now
well.
I have to watch it.
Yeah,
It's been on here so many times.
It's like a drama, like a thriller, right? Like drama, thriller, crime, kind of.
yeah.
I want to see a thriller with a walrus.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
Made by Mappa, so you know
Yeah,
it's gonna at least look
you know,
pretty good.
He
Yeah.
rides around his taxi and picks up people and things just happen. You know, it's very entertaining. So
Sounds good.
for best director, we have let's look at everything here. We have Gabby and Jokes with Sungwoo Park for Jujutsu Kaisen. We have Marcus with Yo Murayama, Megalobox, Nomad season 2. We have Noah with Yurichi Hayashi for Attack on Titan, final season part 1, and myself with Baku Kinoshita for Odd Taxi. And one of the ones I've been waiting for, one of the categories all night, best fight scene. Gabby, why don't you run down this one for us for best fight scene?
Oh, here we go. Another hard category.
Yo,
First up,
why does he have 2 choices? Why does one have 2 choices?
Bro, Jujutsu is in this way too much. They literally were flooded last year. Why are they here on everything?
Okay, we've got Eren Yeager versus the Warhammer Titan. Then we have Naruto Uzumaki versus Ishiki Otsuki from Boruto. two things from Jujutsu Kaisen. We have Yuji Tadori versus Aoi Toda versus Hanami. And then we have Yuji Tadori, Nobara versus Izo and Keiichi. Elma versus Toru, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. And then Vivi versus Yugo Katani? Katani?
Mhm.
Kakatani.
From Vivi.
Alright.
First of all, why is Boruto in there?
Hey,
Apparently
look.
that fight was really good. I didn't see
That-
it though.
Well,
I
manga
haven't seen
wise,
it.
apparently manga wise, that fight is like really drawn very well,
Yes.
and so that's the only reason why I probably made it is because manga wise, like it's amazing. From what I'm told, I don't read Genjutsu. I'm sorry.
All their
I will
canon,
say
all their canon fights are good. Like from the
Yeah.
manga, all their canon fights are actually good fights. The story may be poop level poop, but
Yeah.
the canon fights are
Yes.
actually really good. Like we all saw the movie fight that could be instantly became a
Yes.
legendary anime
And this is
fight.
kind of where that's at. And I think
Okay.
honestly, I think it's because the ramifications of that fight. I won't spoil
It was
Changed
that
the
fight.
story.
Okay.
It
It was
changed-
that
it
fight.
changes the
of
entire
that
story.
fight
This is kind of
changed
what we
the
were talking about
landscape of
earlier.
it.
That fight.
and that's why it actually this tripped me up a little bit because honestly,
I'm pretty sure the whole world knows that spoiler now. Unfortunately,
I'm sure
Yeah,
they do, but you
we-
know
we
what?
do,
I'm
but
not.
we're
I'm not gonna be the
do it
person.
nah,
here,
don't
but
be that guy.
I'm
Don't
not
be
gonna be
that
the
guy.
person.
Don't be that guy.
You can
Tears in the
already
chat.
tell like there's a little favoritism
Tears in the chat.
Oh yeah.
in this one for it.
Tears in the chat.
So let's just run it down. Marcus, best fight scene. What do you got?
Best fight scene. Oh man, like it's between like Vivi and Eren Yeager. Like, it's why,
Really, the War Titan one, Warhammer one.
Yeah,
That one was okay, but
bro?
I don't know.
Eren is about them hands. That's the only reason
he
why
is about them
he's about them
He
hands.
is
That's
about
the
them
only,
hands.
like okay. The reason why I didn't choose Naruto is because Naruto is gonna be Naruto. I know I'm gonna get like the taijutsu, all of that. So it's just like, but I don't believe in promoting genjutsu. So instantly axe. Jujutsu Kaisen has
Genjutsu,
two.
did he say?
Yes,
Instant
genjutsu.
facts.
I'm confused.
Instantly axe. Jujutsu Kaisen has two options. Instantly, I can't choose it because like they're two good fight scenes, and I can't choose either one.
Two epic
So,
fights.
so it's
Why
literally
get two in
between.
there?
You're having way bigger of a problem with this. I have a clear number one.
So like I
don't
pick
know.
I pick Vivi. I pick Vivi because it's a sleeper choice, and I wanted to win. So if it was between Vivi and Aaron, I'm gonna choose Vivi. Unfortunately, those were
That's
my
true, burp. We did
But
attack
yeah.
someone mid transformation.
That is true.
Jokes, what you got?
Just know this hurt my soul. Like
Okay.
I wanted to be Naruto. Like I wanted to be Naruto. The fight is clean. Like the fight is clean. The ramifications of the fight just make it that much better. But in going with the way it looks and everything, I got torn between Vivi and then Yuji versus Hanami. Like that fight is just, I love it. But I have to give it to Vivi because I will tell you this: that fight scene, I watched like 10 seconds of it. That made me had to go watch that thing to just get to that fight scene because it's just animated so good.
The way you said that.
Right.
It did.
he felt that.
So
He was excited with that one.
I wanted to pick Naruto. Like I love Naruto. Like that's my guy.
That's
But-
Boruto.
Hey, Naruto got better.
Support
Now
Genjutsu.
that we're at the nitty gritty, it's gotten better. But
All right.
yeah, I had to give it to Vivi because that fight is just so good.
and that's
Yeah.
not even the best fight.
I know.
Gabby, what do you got?
I really like the Warhammer Titan, but it ended up not being the one I chose because I just couldn't get away from the fact that Yuji and Nobara's fight made it in there. And when I saw that episode, I was so hyped that they were working together and just the little surprises that happened with her using, I love her voodoo doll thing. I think it's really cool. So I was so happy that made it on here. I was like, oh, I have to pick it now. But when I saw that episode, I watched it a few times because it was just so cool.
Okay. Noah, what do you got?
I picked Yuji and Aoi. That one was my favorite. That one was my favorite fight from the
Yes.
show.
So
Besides
good,
the
too.
what's it called, in fight, just because I thought the like character development of their relationship was
Yep.
like that was
Love it.
like
Yeah,
because
that was
Yuji
a good
doesn't
one.
really have character development, and I love my training arcs in shonens, but my son was holding a teddy bear and watching TV. I needed something more development wise before I give. That's why I give
Yeah.
Jujutsu. You know what I mean? For me, it's like a night because they got more story to come out. But that was some good development. It gave you the goosebumps. That fight was crazy. But I'm also voting every day for Elmo versus Toru because that fight just came out of nowhere and was definitely one of the best fights of the year from Dragon Maid.
All right. My pick, man, y'all better stop playing with me. Vivi versus Hugo. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That thing was
Yeah.
freaking amazing. I don't know what you're talking about. That wasn't the best thing. That wasn't the best fight in the show, Marcus. That thing was fire. The second I saw it, I knew, like, no, this is best action sequence of the year. They is not playing. They're putting their budget into this, and they are giving you all the choreograph.
Putting their
with the
budget
work-
is an understatement. They put their budget into
Dog,
everything.
they put their foot. No, but I'm talking about that action sequence. I'm sitting there watching. I set up like, oh, they are getting busy. Oh, they got hands. Oh, it was great, phenomenal. All these are great. I love my second would probably be Yuji and Nobara. Like that was just amazing. That was probably like my favorite moment in Jujutsu Kaisen, that whole fight scene and them working together. But Vivi versus Yugo, hands down. So for best fight scene, we have myself, Jokes, and Marcus with Vivi versus Yugo. We have Gabby with Yuji and Nobara versus Ezo, and I'm not even gonna try to say his name right now. Ketchuzi. And we have Noah with Yuji versus Aoi. So all good picks, all good fight sequences. So let's move on to some fun. The best antagonist. Best antagonist. Oh, you have your hands up, huh? All right, Marcus, go ahead.
Let's
Take this
go.
one.
Best antagonist, we have Eren Yeager, Attack on Titan Season 1. Tomohiro Shigaraki from My Hero Academia Season 5. Yano Ataxi. Ishida from ReZero.
Echidna, please.
Echidna. My bad.
My man was waiting for that. He knew it was
No.
gonna be.
He was.
Let's go.
ReZero
was
Starting Light
Shinda.
Another One
Immediate.
Season 2. We have Skate Infinity, Anosuke Shindo, and then we have Tada Kisaki, Tokyo Revengers.
Okay.
Hmm.
Noah, what you got on this one?
I went with Echidna just because she's a really great antagonist. You still don't even know if she's the evil or not. And they've covered most of the bases. Anyone who's seen ReZero, which is amazing, by the way, they've covered most of the bases, which they usually don't do in an anime that has this much content. So that's one of the bases they haven't covered. So I still think she's working her protagonist role to the fullest, or antagonist role to the fullest.
All right, Jokes, what do you got?
Honorable mention to Tete.
Aaron Yeager. I'm sorry, like I love what my man is pulling right now. It's beautiful, and like
Stopping kids, tying tubes. That's what you're into.
And I'll elaborate.
Possibly.
I'll elaborate on this more too when we get to the next category. But I just love. There's a sense of conflictedness that's there.
Wait, this man's in both.
But he doesn't show. He keeps it hidden away. But there's a sense of conflictedness in my man. But Aaron for this antagonist. Yes,
Right.
I'm with you. I'm with you on this one.
Aaron is the definition of conflicted. What are you talking about?
Seriously.
Sound like it.
Choose a side.
All right, Gabby, what you got?
But so is Mikasa.
Yeah. She's basically Aaron. Like, she follows him everywhere. I'm going to go with Tomohiro Shigaraki.
I know.
I love what My Hero's pulling out. I love what they're doing. I'm excited for the next season to start, and the build up for this I think is a really good build up for Shigaraki's character. So I really enjoyed how he was this season.
All right, Marcus, antagonist.
Eren Yeager, let's go. Come on.
I guess we're Jaegerists out here.
I mean, my son was a whole
I was
meme.
literally looking for my hoodie that says
Yeah,
villain,
ties,
and that's a
yes.
picture of Aaron with the jacket and the swoop, like it's hands down. Like it's like you live long, you die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become a villain. And I was just like, let's go.
Well, he's the definition of that.
All right.
I mean, he's a good pick. He became a meme. He literally had people yelling his name in movie theaters. Like,
Yeah,
he's definitely probably the best pick, to be honest.
I don't see him not winning this category, to be honest.
You know how hard it was for me
Yep.
not to give this to my boy Tomoe Shigaraki because of how
Shigaraki,
much
I
I
know.
love him. But at the end of the day, come on now. I just had to go with Aaron Yeager.
Aaron,
I'm
you
sorry.
want a
That
transform?
left
No,
look.
we don't allow you to power up out
Look,
here. No,
that left turn between season 3 and season 4, you're like, hey, hold up. This man has just thrown it all away. And
Let me
he
just
is
cut off
going-
my leg real quick
Oh my
to
gosh.
infiltrate.
Yeah,
Another
The only reason
country.
I couldn't give it to him
Aaron
is
is
because
the
they
definition
skipped out
of, I'm
so
going to
much, so
sweep
they
the
couldn't
leg.
see.
Aaron is the definition, I'm going to sweep the leg.
You couldn't really
Gosh.
see his development from that step. That's the only reason I didn't give it to him. But I love Aaron. Like I said, I think he's the best pick. I just wish that we were able to see like his full change
The
Yeah,
instead of
that
like
gap.
skipping
Yeah,
100
I
chapters.
would have
Yeah.
liked to see the gap.
You know what
I
I'm
got
saying?
you.
Because like a lot of fans who are just anime fans, which is most people, you know what I mean? They're,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? There's a lot of good stuff, but I
you haven't
definitely
read
think
it,
he's the number
read-
one pick.
You're missing out a whole lot of stuff on Attack on Titan if you are just watching animation wise.
Yeah.
That's
Go
what I'm
back and
saying.
read-
Oh, I
Go
had
back
to,
and read it.
I just
after
finished the manga last week, so
after part 1, after the final season part 1, I watched it. I couldn't help it. I had to go to the manga. I told Sam
Right.
like I wanted
Yep,
to resist
same.
so bad. I wanted to, and I caved, and I'm happy.
I'm
I
gonna read it
Exactly,
once it's all
Facebook
done. I'll
user.
sit down and I'll read it. But right now, I just want to experience it visually. Then I'll go and read
Yeah.
and get everything I didn't
I'm
know
just-
and all that kind of stuff.
I'm interested to see where the
Yeah,
manga's
because
gonna
once you
end.
read the middle part, then you have this whole different appreciation for
Mhm.
his character, and you're like, okay. But when you just watch it, then you're like, either I love this guy or nah, this guy's just an asshole, and you don't
What
realize
happened?
like
Like,
there's
Yeah.
there's
what did life do to you
development.
here?
Yeah, like why? Where is his leg? Why is his hair long? What is happening?
right.
Like when I read it, right? Like when I originally read the manga, and I was just like, oh, this is like how it's going to be. And then I saw anime, I was like, this is how it's going to be, and I was just
Right.
like, yes,
Yep.
yes.
All right,
Yeah.
so for best protagonist, or not protagonist, for antagonist, we're moving on to protagonist in a second. For best antagonist, we have myself, Marcus, and Jokes for Aaron Yeager. We have Noah for say your girl's name because I'm not about to get yelled at like you just did at Marcus for saying.
Oh, a
Kidna?
kidna.
I was about to call her enchilada.
Just think of
Enchilada.
Knuckles.
I was about to call
Knuckles
her
from
enchilada.
Sonic.
Echidna,
a kidna.
yeah.
And Gabby with Tomoe Shigaraki. So we have those votes casted. So let's move on to best protagonist. Best protagonist. So, Gabby, let's run down the best protagonist, shall we?
Shocker, shocker. We have Aaron Yeager again.
Oh,
Oh, here he is. We have Yuji Todori from Jujutsu Kaisen, Joe from Megabox 2 Nomad, Odakawa from Odd Taxi. Oh, it's the Walrus.
It's the walrus. I wish I could clip that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Foji from Ranking of Kings, and Oto from Wonder Egg Priority.
all right.
I
So,
feel like I have to vote for the Walrus.
the walrus.
Yeah.
The walrus. The walrus.
We're not
did
giving
it.
out cute votes out here.
The
Not until
walrus.
best girl.
At least I've seen that one.
true. All right, Gabby. So, what do you got for this one?
This man perfect orbit.
We're gonna do this. There's only two options that I can choose from between because the other ones just don't come close. But I'm gonna have to pick Aaron on this one because it can. When I first watched the first part of the final season, it confused the heck out of me. I'd be like, "Wait, I thought this man was the protagonist, and then he still is, but then he isn't. And I'm like, I hadn't read the manga at this point, so I'm like,
Mhm.
I still want to be with you guys, but I don't know what's going on.
Fair
So.
enough. Fair enough. Jokes.
I pick him for the confusion.
Best protagonist.
From my previous statement from the antagonist category, Eren Yeager once again.
Eren Yeager.
This man has he's still like he has all the right feelings, all the right things, elements to make him a protagonist. My man has a whole he has a cult pretty much at this point. He has a cult that Yeager
The antagonist versions of them have a cult.
I don't know. I don't know if you can say. I just think they really like Eren Yeager. I don't know.
Okay, maybe some of them.
Some of them.
Some of them. The other ones are cultists.
Up to this point now, obviously, Eren has been the protagonist. And still in people's eyes, and he still is the protagonist. But it's just because his story is just so conflicted. You can see him on both sides of the playing field as being the good guy and being the bad guy. Necessarily what he's doing has meaning, has value to it. But at the same time, it's like, dog, that's kind of effed up what you're trying to do at the same time out here right now. So he just has this just parallel thing that's going on, and I absolutely love it. I mean, Eren Yeager. Yeagers. Right. I guess this still applies to Yeager. They pretty much stole it.
All right, Noah.
Rocky. He is doing this for his mother. You were right, Pert.
Picked, oh my bad.
You good?
I picked Eren Yeager too. It's just the change. Like even though we didn't see the development for Antagonist, I didn't give it because I didn't see him turn into that from an anime perspective. He was just boom. He was that. But for Protagonist, it changes because it's almost as if, you know what I mean, the skip is fine for him as a protagonist, in my opinion. I also think just the impact he had on the anime world puts him in that position regardless. Because like I said, I'm trying to vote for what I feel like truly was that of the year. And I was going to pick, for instance, Boji, who was my favorite out of these, but Eren definitely. He's a literal meme this year. He's definitely the antagonist, the protagonist of the year, 100%.
All right, Marcus, what you got?
This is where I stay a villain, and I'm gonna pick Joe from Megalobox because as much as I like, don't get me wrong, like Eren Yeager, like I've been going back and forth between Joe and Eren like consistently all week, and it's just like right, like today it's Joe, tomorrow it's Eren, but like Joe, literally redemption, just. Like, if you haven't seen Megalobox 2 Nomad, then go watch Nomad.
No, season 2 is way better than season 1, I think.
And like, you really feel him become a full blown protagonist. Like in the first season, he's like protagonist, but like season 2, he's a protagonist. Like he has his full arc scope, character development. That's why I give him it today. Tomorrow, it's Eren because memeage.
Memeage.
Is that actually a word? Memeage?
I don't think meme is a word technically.
It is now.
Marcus just made it one. All right, so for me, I went with. Oh, okay, I'll pick that up in a second. I went with
Pokemon.
Boji, Ranking of Kings.
I'm trying to catch something.
Later.
He said, "Fine, I'll do it myself."
But no, I went with Boji from Ranking of Kings. Like this little dude, like he grabs you from the beginning and does not let go. His determination and everything about him, you just cannot help but to love and root for this little dude. And out of everybody on here, yeah, he's the one that stood out instantly when I first seen it pop up. Is definitely Boji. Because right now I'm not seeing Eren as a protagonist right now. Bruh, you're doing real villain stuff right now. So I gotta see how this all comes to it. I can't give you protagonist right now. Right now, my man Boji got that on lock.
Man's a flip-flopping fish.
What's up, Gary?
Yeah, what up, Gary? So for the best protagonist, we have Gabby, Noah, and Jokes, all with Eren Yeager. Not surprised. He is the man.
Oh, wrong way.
We have Marcus with Joe from Megalobox and with Boji from Ranking of Kings. So now, let's move on to best girl. Marcus, would you like to do this one for us?
No, I'm not doing it. Skip.
Why? Because
Well,
there really
come
is
on.
only one answer for this one.
No, because I already know most of you who you're gonna pick. Somebody else.
Oh, yeah,
No,
I
no,
do
no,
too.
we thought
I
it was
do
gonna,
too.
we thought it was going to be that way the first time it wasn't. So go ahead, run it down.
Yeah,
No,
this one's
no.
a little more.
Do you
This one's
see
a little
what's
more
on the
biased.
screen? Do you see what's biasness all on the screen? Biasness all on the screen. Yes.
Best girl.
I'm so confused how Toru isn't here. I'm so confused.
All right, let's see. Best girl. We have Toru Honda from Fruit Baskets, Sarasa Wantabe
I
from
said Toru.
Kagetsu Shoujo, Ai Oto from Wonder Egg Priority, Shoko Komi from Komi Communicate, Nobara Kugisaki from Jujutsu Kaisen, and Valindia Melze, I'm guessing, from 86. All right. Let's get this out the way.
Mm-hmm.
Gabby, what you got?
It- Comey, obviously, best girl,
Comey.
hands
Okay.
down.
I'm gonna go next. Same for me. Comey. Comey can't communicate. She for this year, she got it for me.
This is actually not what I was expecting.
This wasn't
this
what you
is not what
expected.
I was
What?
expecting.
What
Yeah,
I
no.
been expecting.
We just had
all
this conversation
day.
like last
Yeah.
week.
You didn't pay attention to the group
You
chat.
see, Joker, this is what happens when you don't stay in the chat.
I think I was
We
at
had
work.
this
I was
conversation.
at work. I didn't look at it at this point.
Really, there were a bunch of gifts in there.
Yeah.
I missed this.
All right. So Noah, Rocky, what you got?
This one was hard for me because there's no Finna, which doesn't make sense to me. There's
Yeah,
no
Finna's
did I say Toru? I meant to say what's her name from Kobayashi. There's none of the Kobayashis, which didn't make sense to me either. So this one was kind of hard, but I went with Toru just because she truly is the best girl. She's all about, you know what I'm saying, her little boys. She's all about, like, you know what I'm saying, the boys for real, making sure they're straight, even though she's conflicted about who she's in love with. She's still taking care of them both
Shut up,
equally, you
Perk.
know what I'm saying?
No.
And the dad,
Sorry,
and she
fine.
treats everyone equally. She truly is best girl.
It
in
felt
my
hard for
opinion.
me not to pick Toru. I did
Yeah,
pick
and there
Toru.
was also no, what's her name from ReZero. I just don't know who's picking these girls, but
Oh yeah.
you know,
Oh,
the Promised
yeah.
Neverland. There's a lot of missing.
Okay, well, we don't
girls.
talk about Promised Neverland right now. So.
Nope.
Yeah, but they
You can
could
talk
have
about the beginning.
added them.
You can talk about the beginning.
Right. But that didn't
Yes,
come out this year,
that's-
so it doesn't matter.
I guess you could still put a character in there. That's
That's
true.
what
We
I'm
just
saying.
we just
That's what I'm
can't talk
saying.
about the story.
Right.
No,
I
we
mean,
don't-
you
we
still
don't-
have My Hero, which was pretty popular,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know.
There's a lot. Of
Even
choices
Duke of
there.
Death.
Yes,
All right. So Marcus, what you got?
I'm going 86.
Okay.
86.
Oh.
86.
Hmm.
Not mad at that.
She
Not
is
mad
cute.
at that at all. I'm a little upset, like she's not as in season 2 as much as I wanted her to be. 'Cause she was one of the things that I
Yes.
loved about it in season 1. That's one of the
Yeah.
reasons why I didn't. My vote couldn't go her way because of that reason. All right. So jokes. What do you have?
Nobara. I honestly thought there was going to be more selections for her.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I really did.
Look,
I'm
like Tactop Destiny. There's so many others. Maruko-chan.
There's a bias in this voting for the judges.
There's
Come
so
on.
much.
I wanted to pick my girl Nobara. You know how much I love her jokes, but Comey just stole my heart. I'm not gonna lie. She stole my heart this year.
all right. I got
Didn't
things
see it
watching.
coming. I didn't see it coming, but it happened. It is what it is.
Now, once you watch
The
the
heart
show,
wants
it's
what the
like
heart
Comey is just it.
She's just great. She's just great.
You know
So-
what? We just need
All right.
8 choices instead of 6. They need to give us more
Right.
choices.
So for best girl, we got myself and Gabby with Comey from Comey Can Communicate. We got Noah with Tora Honda from Fruits Baskets. We have Jokes with Nobara from Jujutsu Kaisen, and we have Marcus with Valentina, whatever, from 86. All right, we are closing in on the end here. So we got 2 categories left. Next up is Best Boy. Best Boy. Jokes. Why don't you go ahead and knock out this Best Boy one for us?
For best boy. First up, we have Senku Ishigami from Dr. Stone season 2. We have Izumi Miyamura from Horimiya, Otokawa from Odd Taxi, Boji from Ranking of the Kings, Ken Draken Ryuji from Tokyo Revengers, and
Draken.
Manjiro Mikey Sano from Tokyo Revengers as well.
All right. Oh, that's your pick, Marcus?
No, I'm just telling jokes. It's Draken.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
with Draken. Oh, like Lord Draken? For real? Like Lord Draken?
Draken. Yes,
Cat
it's
just
Draken.
spilled all her food.
Ah.
Yes. So
You know I wanted to do that, but I was pretty sure it wasn't actually that. I haven't finished watching Tokyo Revengers, so yeah.
Marcus, what you got? Who's your pick for best boy?
Senku.
Okay.
It's a good one.
And if it's not Senku, it's either Mikey-san or Draken-kun.
I
They're both
feel
good.
I feel you.
They're both good.
They're both kind of in my runner-up.
They're one and the same. They should just be one. It should just be like
They're a package deal.
they're a
They're a
package
package
deal.
deal.
Like,
I just don't
why
get how you.
separate?
I don't get how they put gangsters in there though. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I mean, I guess a gangster.
They're not
Because
gangsters.
usually
They're
best boys are like wholesome.
The delinquent.
Like
What's
generally.
wrong? Why is a gangster not wholesome? A gangster can do things with respect.
Okay, but
All
and
right.
the history of their voting, best boy is usually wholesome. So I was surprised I saw both of them.
We just need more options. They're not giving us enough.
Yeah,
options.
like,
there's
Dr.
too many
Beatrice
anime
boy-
out there for them to only give us 6.
Yeah,
Yeah. Let's see. Rocky, what you got?
I picked Boji just because he was the most wholesome out of all of them. The two on the bottom will literally kill you. The one in the middle left might kill you, or it might drive the person who killed you to kill you. And then the top left one will kill you if it's the most scientifically efficient way.
That's pretty accurate.
And then-
That's pretty accurate.
You know what I'm saying? And
You
then
know, you're not
Horiyama-
wrong on any of these.
And then Horiyama is he's you know what I mean, he's cute. But Boji was truly just, you know what I mean, a wholesome ass kid put in a horrible situation but stayed wholesome the whole time. That's best boy material in my eyes.
All right. Gabby, best boy.
This year, I'm gonna have to go with Senku. Second was Miyamura. Adorable, love him to death, but I enjoyed Senku just a little more.
All right. Jokes. You got-
Senku for me as well too. It's like, even though yes, he may kill you, but he does have good intentions. He's got good intentions.
It's all the
He won't kill you on
signs.
purpose. He'll only kill you if
This
you try
is
to
true.
kill him.
He usually will be
Or
an
maybe on
accident.
accident. Yeah.
9,000,000%.
9,000,000%.
Here, hold this electrical wire we're trying to create. Oh, okay.
Wait,
Hey,
is it
Rocky,
actually
you know
going to
what?
electrocute me?
Nah.
I'm sitting there looking at best boy. How is Otokawa in this when he's a grown ass 40-year-old man?
That's what I'm saying.
Also true.
That's
He's
what
a
I'm
boy.
saying.
He's
Because
a
he's
boy
not
at
a man.
heart.
He's
Hey,
Hold on, he's a
No.
walrus. He's not even a boy.
No, but he
Ooh,
is depicting a man. That's why they
Yes,
made him
like-
because
like
it
this
looks
is-
like he has a giant 5
This is a
o'clock
show
shadow.
about grown-ups.
Right,
Like,
and he drives a taxi. He's 100%.
So this is a walrus.
30. Right.
he has real issues in life.
That's what I'm saying, man. Where is the boys from Edaten Deities? They literally had 3 boy main characters. I don't understand. Where's Promised Neverland main character? Where's the boys?
Season 2. Nah, we don't.
Season 2.
Yeah, but we can still respect the characters. Even I can
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah.
What do you mean
my
season
pick,
2 for what?
Oh, from
Promised Neverland.
Oh, okay. Oh no, To Your Eternity, not Promised Neverland.
Okay.
To eternity, yes. They have they have
Technically,
boys.
you can't say he's a best boy because he's genderless. They are genderless.
Are they? Yeah, I guess they are.
I'm with Rocky. I picked Boji, Ranking of Kings. Like I said, how can you not pull for this little dude? Like second you meet him on screen, he just tugs you to heartstrings. You can't help but pull the roof of this dude. Like best boy. When I saw it, I couldn't vote for nobody else on him. Like I said, I love Mikey, I love Draken, but come on, let's keep it real. Like they out here whooping people's asses and they thugs. Like it's
That's
they
what
just
I'm
didn't-
saying. That's not no best boy. They're literally gangsters and drug dealers.
Like now look, you put him in protagonist,
Definitely best boy
antagonist,
material
something like
there.
that.
Right.
You put him in the protagonist or antagonist category, sure, but boy just sounds a little bit more.
Yeah.
Boy.
It just sounds more wholesome and both. Okay.
In American cartoons, that's normal, but in Japan, they don't like breaking the law is taboo. Over here, we joke about people getting robbed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah.
it's not really. I don't get that, but it is.
Yeah.
What it is.
So we have our votes in for that one for best boy. We have Marcus, Gabby, and Jokes with Senku from Dr. Stone, and we have myself and Rocky with Boji from Ranking of Kings. So here we are. We are at the finale here. We are at the end of all the nominees, where we are about to do Anime of the Year nominations. So without further ado, let's do it. We have Attack on Titan, the final season, part 1. We have I Taxi. We have 86. We have Jujutsu Kaisen Core 2, Ranking of Kings, and Sunny Boy. Okay. Jokes. Anime of the Year.
So out of this list, it's kind of say I feel like there should be more than these 6 in there, but
Yeah.
I guess they kept it to that. But I'm gonna have to give it to Jujutsu Kaisen. Attack on Titan, if we could. Yes, Perp. We know that you're gonna pick Attack.
Yeah, we already know. Come on.
We already know.
We already knew that for it. But Jujutsu Kaisen is going to be the pick out of this list for it. 86 is cool. I got to finish watching it. It's really good, but Jujutsu Kaisen cleaned up season 1 pretty well.
All right, Marcus, what you feeling, man?
Today I'm feeling Attack on Titan, part 1. Tomorrow it's gonna be 86. 86.
Gabby, what you got?
I'm already feeling more fond towards Odd Taxi, and I haven't even watched it yet. But I'm gonna have to go with Attack on Titan as well. First of all, I think it's honestly gonna be the one out of the 6 that wins, just because of the popularity, and it's probably my personal favorite out of the 6 as well. Not that any of the other ones aren't just as good. Well, the ones that I have seen, but Attack on Titan.
Which one?
Rocky.
What?
Rocky, what you got,
I
man?
went with Rankings of the Kings. I went with Rankings of the Kings because it doesn't make sense to make a part 1, in my opinion, season Anime of the Year because it hasn't finished.
Fair
So,
point.
They only did it as a part 1 and part 2 simply for like logistics reasons. There's not like a break in the story or anything like that. It's literally funding and time to animate the series. So hypothetically, had the whole thing dropped, absolutely. But
I'd be Attack on
because
Titan
it's
for me as well too.
unfinished, yeah, because it's unfinished. Rankings of the Kings, Jujutsu Kaisen got it last year. I truthfully don't think they'll get it this year with the hype Attack on Titan and Rankings of the Kings has. I honestly think Rankings of the Kings will have it, but what the storm is taking, the uniqueness of it, like the differenceness of it, and it's the first season. Only one I haven't seen is Sunny Boy. Definitely got to give it to Rankings of the Kings.
First off, let me just say I'm upset that Vivi is not in this category because I feel like it should be. But with that being said, the only one I have not seen is Sunny Boy. And this is the one that I have not put down on my list yet for which way I'm going. I've been sitting here thinking about it the whole time. I want to go with Attack on Titan, but I do agree with I agree with Rocky. Like it's part 1, it's the 4th season. Yes, it's putting up big numbers. Yes, it's doing a lot for anime and everything, but I'm having trouble giving it to Attack on Titan because of those things. I do think Rankings is good, but Rankings is unfinished yet. Like the season's not over yet, and we
that's
know
the thing.
And we know that anything can go left in the anime and ruin it. So
Yeah,
that's why I don't. That's why I don't want to give it the ranking. I'm gonna have to go. I gotta go with Odd Taxi. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with the Walrus on this one.
Gotta go with the Walrus.
And that makes the most sense because there's 3 unfinished anime on here: 86 Rankings and Attack on Titan.
yeah.
And I didn't like the fact that Jujutsu got it last year before they finished. Because, like I said, they could have killed all the characters Akame got kill style, and all of us are sitting here sick. We fell in love with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but like I said,
Don't bring up that ever again, please.
I've been watching a whole bunch of anime to get ready for this, and something about Odd Taxi, just the way, you look at the art style and you look at the characters. Like, is this going to be something for me? I don't know, but it's recommended a bunch of times, so let me sit down and watch it. And from the intro to the end of the first episode by it was over, I was like, I need to know what's happening next. Why am I so captivated by this? And then at the next episode, I'm like, I need to be up at 7 in the morning. I'm in my bed watching on the tablet, glued to the screen. Like, I don't want to stop this. I need to know what happens next. It does a great job of just pulling you in and keeping you there. And I didn't think I was going to enjoy this as much as I am enjoying it. I'm not going to lie. And I got to give it to Odd Taxi at the end of the day. I just really do. So for Anime of the Year, we have Marcus and Gabby both with Attack on Titan Part 1. We have Jokes with Jujutsu Kaisen. And we have Noah with Ranking of Kings, and myself with Odd Taxi. And that rounds out our nominations for the Animes of the Year via Crunchyroll. How do we feel after going through that? Everybody feels good with what they've selected?
To be honest, I would have changed my pick, but the picks for Anime of the Year are just weird to me. But to be honest, I really don't like picking rank because it's the only finished one, but I'm picking between that and Jujutsu. But the other two that are finished, I haven't seen. I haven't seen Sunny Boy and I haven't seen Odd Taxi yet. So it's my fault for not seeing Odd Taxi because it's been hyped the whole time. But Sunny Boy has received no virtually internet hype, so I'm confused why it's Anime of the Year.
I agree, but one thing I would say that all of us will be able to do is things that we have not seen on this list. We can go back, watch those that we haven't seen, and if you want to change your vote, you can change it to something that you haven't seen yet if it sways your vote. Because there's a lot of stuff on it that we all haven't seen. Like you just said, Sunny Boy. I didn't know nothing about this, and it's up for Anime of the Year. So, okay.
It must be good. Some people must
if you're
love
saying
it.
It's better than all this other stuff on here, which I've seen, that's great. Then I need to see this.
Funny thing is, Sunny Boy.
But that's what those 5 people are saying, because they decide, they pick that Crunchyroll says how they do it. They pick 5 judges. They decide which anime should be on there. So it's not like all of the users are saying, "Yo, this is animated." It's like 5 people that are like, "Yeah, this one's it." You know what I'm saying?
There'd be a lot more things on there if they took a community poll.
Tokyo Revengers would literally be right at the top of Anime of the Year. Where is it? I didn't even like it. Where is it? It was literally the most hyped anime besides Attack on Titan of the year. But
two of their characters were up for Best Boy. I'm just like, come on now.
I mean, that's it.
Make it
make
sense.
Where was it? Yeah. Where was Finna? Where was Hidatsu and TTs? I don't understand.
Where's more Mushoku Tensei?
Where's more Mushoku
Tensei? They missed out on a lot of good shows that were not represented. Hell, I was surprised Shadow House was even in there once.
Yeah.
I was happy, but I was surprised.
And not giving VV Anime of the Year over Sunny Boy was in no other category. VV was in like a bunch of them.
And can somebody explain to me where the fuck JoJo's is? It was literally the number 1. It's still number 4 airing in the world right now. It was number 1 over One Piece for weeks. Where is JoJo's?
I'm surprised One Piece isn't anywhere there. Just because of One Piece, and I understand. It needs to be in there some point.
I think they don't give it because I feel like they gave
the Wano arc is so popular.
Yeah,
it should be up for at least best animation this year. I mean, like for real, come on. Now.
I'm surprised it at least wasn't in one category. Do I expect it to be Anime of the Year? No, of course not.
No.
It's overrated to a lot of people, and I get that. I wouldn't want it to be top anime every year, but that it wasn't in a single category. Boruto was at least in one, so
Boruto.
I wasn't One Piece.
And I'm the Naruto fan here.
Boruto. The only reason Boruto was in there though is because it's a catalyst event for the series.
Facts.
And it wasn't even
the last 5 years.
Exactly.
The last 5 years, Dragon Ball Z.
It's true. It was a Naruto fight.
Yeah. The last 5 years, Dragon Ball Z, Boruto, and One Piece have been very scarce in there, if they are at all. Like all of them. So the fact that I think it's because they just decide because they've been going on so long, they don't want them to keep appearing at the top, which kind of makes sense. Like they go for the newer anime.
I get that, but it disappoints me because the Wano arc is just kind of
because Boruto and Naruto would be at the top every year.
True.
So in a couple weeks, we will all reconvene when the winners are announced, and we will reveal who they are and see who comes out on top, who doesn't. Until then, y'all know where y'all can find all of us lurking in the LS Anime chat group on Facebook. So definitely send an invite if you want to join and hang out with us over there. And I say thank y'all very much. We will see you all. Well, I know myself and Jokes will see everybody on Tuesday for Nola Snacks Weekly. Like I said, join the anime chat. We're there. We're talking about anime all the time, showcasing everything. Really? I want to see you in a couple. When we're back in a couple of weeks, Perp. I want you in the chat. I want to see how many Attack on Titan take home? How many awards they take home? I want
You're
you
gonna be
to chat
sick
that
if
with
Attack on Titan get everything. He gonna be
Oh
in
my
here talking
God.
big shit.
me. He gonna be going off. But thank
None
everybody
of
for
us
hanging
are
out
gonna
with us
have
tonight.
bragging rights.
We truly appreciate it. So until next time, stay tuned. We'll post when the part 2 of this show is going live for the results. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, see you later. Deuces.